Hello, good morning, good afternoon, depends on when you watch this, good evening if you watch it later at night. I hope you had a great weekend. I know the weather wasn't so good, especially yesterday, but at least when the weather's kind of terrible, you can get inside stuff done and not feel guilty about not being outdoors. So nothing too exciting over the weekend. It was nice and quiet. I kind of like quiet weekends. I know some people think it's weird that I like it nice and quiet, but I don't know. It's just kind of something I like. Started reading a new book. Oh, I have it here. I'm gonna go grab it. Got a new book here I started reading. It's called Down from the Mountain, The Life and Death of the Grizzly Bear. It's a nonfiction. I'm getting into nonfiction books more. So the author, Bryce Andrews, is a farmer slash rancher slash conservationist. And what he does is he works for an organization where they try to do their best to make sure that agriculture and wildlife can be together. So currently he's helping a dairy farmer. In the book, he's currently helping a dairy farmer to put up this electric fence around his corn because bears in the book have started to like their corn right as it's like in that milky stage. So the farmers are losing about $10,000 a year in their corn. So they're trying to do this study where they put 3 wires, and it's barbed wire. Not barbed wire, it's just wire that's electrified. And so what happens is, if the bear touches it, it gets a shock. But deer and other animals can jump the fence and continue on their journey because it's not the deer and the antelope that are causing destruction for the farmers. It's the bears. They're going in and eating it. And so it's kind of interesting book. We're going to actually talk about this book. I'm going to use this book more in natural resources class. I'm not going to make the kids read it or anything, but some of the ideas that I've written down that are in it, we'll talk about in class. But in my agronomy class, they have to determine if they're going to put fence around their fields today on their fictitious farms. So I'm going to give them a scenario, and they're going to have to determine if they're going to invest in fencing put around their fields to help keep out wildlife or continue to have damage done. So we'll give them that scenario in here. So I also have another scenario that's in here that irrigation. So I'm gonna give those to my agronomy kids today to see if they would put that onto their farm. I like agronomy, the way I'm teaching it, because it teaches kids about, real life situations in agronomy that they could might have to work into a farm. But anyways, okay, so today's we're still gonna continue. I think I'm gonna put in an email. Is it okay if I come over tomorrow to start a lab? It won't take very long to start the lab, but I'll come over there tomorrow. If tomorrow doesn't work, please let me know so that I can schedule a different day. But anyways, back to this article. We were talking about biosecurity and safety on a farm. The videos and the article talk about strategies that farmers use to make sure that the commodity that they are producing stays safe, so that they are able to market it to where it needs to be marketed. So they talk about how vehicles are washed when they come in. They talk about how people sometimes have to shower in, then shower out. Some people, they change their clothes. They, if, for example, it talks about the pig farm, especially in the video, the pig farm talks about how the workers can't live on another pig farm. They can't bring food, pork products onto the farm. So if they're eating a ham sandwich, not allowed. In the article, and actually there is a hatchery in Wyndmere. If you ever tour that place or go on there to pick up some chickens or ducks, depending on what they're hatching out, I mean, you have to be 7 days free of any other poultry birds or brand new clothes in order to go onto theirs. The article that we read talked about how they have to be, can't be around other birds for so many days so that cross-contamination does not happen. So what I would like you to do for your assignment today, so I want you to think of your own farm. And granted, 2 of you come from grain farms. Biosecurity is not that big a deal, but let's pretend scenario that biosecurity is an issue so that your grain isn't contaminated. So what I want you to do here is, and you can just write it down and take a Snapchat photo. You can type it in an email or whatever you want to do. That's fine, as long as I get it. I will admit, this is way off topic, I will do grades tonight. I have them all figured out. I just have to sometimes go in and just enter the grades. So anyways, back on track. So what I want you to do is, what strategies are you going to implement for your real life farm on biosecurity? Think about it. Now think about some stuff. Are vehicles going to be washed before they can come on? That's a possibility. Do people have to wear those little booties or clean shoes? Or do you provide coveralls that are clean, and when they leave, they just take them off and you wash them? Do they have to stay away from certain other commodities before coming onto your farm? So on and so forth. So I want you to think of it. I'm going to give you 5. You have to give me 5. 5 different strategies to prevent biosecurity or that contaminate the commodities on your farm. Marty, you have a little easier. You have livestock, because biosecurity is more, that's where they're more concerned about. You other 2, Evan and Clay, you might have to be creative. And of course, you guys know that I like creativity. So, what strategies are going to come up with? I'll type this up in the email too, so just in case you forget. But anyways, also don't forget about the commodities, I'm drawing a blank. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Don't forget about there. Clay has sent me all of his. He sent me an email, text message that he sold all of his contracts. So I'm not going to show you. I'm assuming since he sent it without anyone else knowing. So the rest of you, Evan and Marty, remember you both have 1 contract left to sale. So I gotta check to see. It should be 14 days coming up here pretty soon. So, but anyways, I'll let you go. I don't know about you guys. One more reminder. I don't know about you guys. We don't have school here on Friday, so there will be no video on Friday here. So we don't have school. I don't know if you guys have school. So, but anyways, I hope you have a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.